one of the reasons why we wanted to talk about this and bring this up about our story and our journey, because we made it here now by God's grace. You know, we've been here for a couple of weeks now, a little bit, 3-4 weeks. I don't know how long. And so I think the big thing for us and the reason why we talk about this and to really keep our channel on brand is because when it comes to like finances, like no matter how much money you have or you don't have, it doesn't necessarily stop these things from happening, right? Like life still happens. So I know a lot of times people think if you have money, like these type of problems go away. But just us as being a married couple, us being, you know, relatively young, these things are still happening, right? So money is not changing, or lack of money is not changing these things that we are going through. Now, does it help? Of course it helps. Yeah. But if you think about these pressures that we've been having in our relationship, we've having my wife's health and all of these things, and if you want to top financial problems on top of that, it makes it so much worse. Right. And so one of the reasons why, you know, we come out here, you know, week after week, every other week, whatever it is, to put these videos together is to help people to understand you're going to have issues, but how about they're not financial issues, right? Because financial issues can just magnify things. Yes. And financial issues can be having not enough money. That's one issue. But having too much and not knowing to handle it is another issue as well. You know, the reason why you see, you know, 50% of marriages in divorce over money problems is because there's all these underlying things plus the money on top of that, you know. So we share some of our story about how we've been having difficulties, but we just been blessed by God to be able to get through them, and also that we haven't been overly hindered by finances, which has been good by God's grace. And so we hope that you all will be the same, as you won't be hindered by the financial problems. And so that's really one of the reasons why we put this channel together, one of the reasons why we try to come out and say some things. So we just being honest here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just being honest.
It's been rough.
It's been rough.
It's been rough. And I actually was not even going to come like right away. If we want to talk about, I was going to like stay back and kind of work on getting better, you know, continue to get better, and then, you know, come out
maybe
here
come out
a little later.
But by God's grace, that didn't happen.
Yes.
So that's good. So
trying
she's been
to
out
push
here with
past
me.
fear, y'all, and whatever is going on, just trying to push past it and pray continually and just hope, you know.
Yeah.
So
this is definitely my ride or die. So I appreciate it.
Man,
I appreciate
y'all,
you.
I be riding, okay? I be riding, husband. You're welcome.
Definitely. No, I appreciate you, Money.
Yeah, before actually coming down here, the week that we were coming down here, it wasn't just as smooth sailing as we talked about change and planning, you know, in our previous video.
Got to be able to adapt.
You do have to be able to adapt. So, okay, so let's, with moving the week of, mind you, I had surgery. So I'm still kind of healing from the surgery, and I could not lift basically for like maybe 4 to 6 weeks or something like that.
Couldn't really lift any boxes or anything.
Thank God, prior to, in the middle of me dealing with my whole heart episodes, anxiety, whatever else was going on, all that other stuff, going to the hospital, I had started to pack as well, because we were planning to move our house, you know, move everything out of the house. So the week, so it made it a little bit easier, I guess. It made it a little bit easier so he could just, you know, pack boxes and do all the heavy lifting that I couldn't do. Right. So you want to start with your plan? What your plan was and what actually happened. Like the plan was to do.
Why don't you go
Friday.
ahead?
What?
Why don't you go? Go ahead. What was the plan?
Well, from what I know, the plan was that we were going to get a pod, which was an interesting experience. we got a pod we were going to get a pod on Friday. On Saturday, the movers were coming. So they were moving all of our stuff that we had already packed up.
Well,
and then on Sunday, we were leaving.
They were going to help move, because I definitely...
you did. You did.
Right.
So the movers were going to come and help on Saturday. Sunday, we were going to get up early and move, like leave, I guess, basically. Leave and head to Georgia and be here by Monday. And then you were going to work on Tuesday.
Correct.
So all of this was in succession. Now that is a lot. Now we've talked about this. I thought it was gonna be a lot, and we needed to plan ahead, like plan for the mishaps to happen. But
the whole thing is you can't plan for mishaps.
You can't, y'all. Comment below if you can plan a little bit for like you don't do like a big move like that.
You can't plan for mishaps, honey. You can't plan for it. What you have to do.
You can allow yourself some time.
That's different. That's not planning.
That is, to me, that's
not
planning.
You may have time to make sure that if mishaps happen, you can overcome them.
And that's
but you can't plan for mishaps.
Okay. Well, however he like to say it, y'all.
Tomato.
Yes, we're gonna say. Well, I'm gonna say plan. For the mishap.
You just keep saying plan for mishaps, but you can make sure you have extra time in there for mishaps. But you just saying
that's what I mean.
Right. But it wasn't a big deal. We got the pod. The first pod we got was trash. It wasn't good. I'm not gonna go into all of that.
Yeah.
And cause I'm not trying to hurt that.
We ain't gonna mess that up. But yeah.
But anyway, the first pod wasn't good. So they had to switch out the pod. So they switched out the pod on Saturday morning. And mind you, we had people scheduled to come help. Because I couldn't move everything on my own, and I had some homies to help me too, so things would go quickly. So that was a whole experience. Yes. But by God's grace, they were able to get things switched out. Once they got things switched out and put in, the people came to help move. We got everything moved in there. Of course, we couldn't get everything moved in because we had too much stuff.
I know,
but some of that stuff we was trying to get rid of anyway. So I'm kind of happy that it happened because anybody who's ever moved before, you got stuff that you're like, I don't really care about this. I really need it.
I feel like I didn't realize how much stuff you had. Like we had, and we don't even have a lot though.
We had a whole house. I mean,
we did, but I didn't think you don't think about how much stuff you accumulate until you move. Okay?
But anyway, we went ahead. We got rid of some of the stuff. You know what I mean? Because we didn't really need it. Sold some of it, which was good. Mm-hmm. And then overall, we set out. Once they took everything, and we set out and just drove down to Georgia. We had like one stop. It was a good ride down there. Mm-hmm. We filled up the car with a bunch of stuff that we had to take with us to the place we are now. So it was a lot of journey, but the big thing that I learned about we stopped at a hotel, stayed the night, got up there early, and then went through.
Ended up, we had to like switch rooms.
You had to switch rooms at the hotel because we got in there and it was like just trash. It was like Carl Jr. wrappers and boxes in there. Yeah. It was pretty goofy.
We had to switch rooms. And so that was another,
rooms, and then we got into another room. But they were very nice.
Yeah, they were nice.
They took care of us. It was in Paducah, Kentucky, I think we were in. So they took care of us. So we appreciate that. And then after that, we finally made it. And here we are. And then here we are. So we made it there. And again, we're talking about this too because again, I don't know how to stress it enough. It just, the money is a thing that it may help. It may make things easier. But again, it doesn't stop the troubles. It doesn't stop the adversities of life. I don't even know how to make that hit home anymore. We still go through troubles and dramas and things, but at the same time, I'm just a big advocate in having your ducks in a row, having your finances in order to a level that it's not causing the problems, right? Because you're gonna have other problems.